we're on our way to Emmaus to do a bit of vintage truffling. Day 2, we're heading to a car booth. And now we've arrived at Hoarders, which is a junk shop near to where my parents live. Welcome! Rowan and I are having 2 days of vintage and antique and thrift truffling. Rowan has 2 days off work. She's been working really hard on her summer job, so she's asked if we can call in to Emmaus on the way to see my mum and dad, Rowan and granddad to Rowan, and then there's a junk shop near to my mum and dad's house too, and tomorrow we're going car booting, so we've got quite a fun packed couple of days in store. And here we are. That didn't seem to take too long at all. We're going to have to whiz round really quickly because we don't have very long today. So quick whiz around, see what we can find, and then carry on to my parents. I always love wandering past this bit. It's so pretty. They work so hard on it. What a beautiful day it is. So nice to be out and about. Oh, hello chickens. Hello. I've lost Rowan already. She's gone charging ahead. This is so sweet. Isn't that pretty? Real Windsor. What have you spotted? That's a lot of Orangina glasses. My goodness.
From the Emmaus in France. We used to get the big one.
These are nice. 2 small and only 3, so I'll put those back. This area has to be my favourite, looking at all the plates and crockery. You just never know what you're going to find. There's so much of it. Well, I know where to come if I ever need glasses. There's just shelves and shelves of it. Well, those are pretty. Only 3 though. Just 3 necklaces. I wonder if there's jewellery somewhere else. This is a great little room too. It's full of kitchenalia and kitchenware. Can't see any vintagey pieces today, but again, it's always worth looking. Another piece of Mark's granny china. We do have a couple of those already, so I don't need that. I always have to come and look at the fabric just in case. The same with the curtains, because you just never know. Where is it? Rowan's leading me to the jewellery. Oh, well spotted. Thank you. Okay, pop it. I'll come and find you. Goodness, I'm sure that wall didn't used to be that colour green. It's very bright. Let me have a quick whiz around the books. I'm looking for flower faffing and flower arranging books. Can't see anything this time. We're now in the shed, which is next to the car park. This is where it gets really cheap and tatty, but this is where you can find some really good things. Have to have a really good rummage. Most of it's chipped and broken, but sometimes you can find some real gems. That's not like you, Rowan, to come out empty-handed.
Yep.
Nothing at all? Ah, right, let's go to Grandma and Granddad's. As we're travelling, let me remind you about Buy Me a Coffee. Buy Me a Coffee is a website where, if you enjoy my free content, you can show your appreciation by buying me a coffee. As always, I'll put a link in the description below, and a big thank you to everyone who has already bought me a coffee. And now we've arrived at Hoarders, which is a junk shop near to where my parents live. And you really do have to have a really good rummage in here. But there are some treasures to be found occasionally. We've dragged my mum and my sister along too, so I wonder what they'll find. My goodness, everything's stacked high and deep. Nothing is springing out at me yet, but I know that Rowan's had some good finds in the past. I think last time she found a retro calculator, which she sold for a nice tidy profit. No major treasures today, but I did buy something which I will show you at the end. It's time to go back home now, but I have had a lovely day with my family and rummaging around a few junk shops. It's day 2. We're heading to a car boot. It's a lovely sunny day, but a nice temperature, 17 degrees. So let's go and see what we can find today. Got quite a list in my head today of things that I'm looking for. I could really do with some more vintage wire food domes. They're really handy to have in the kitchen, especially at this time of year when living in the countryside there are lots of flies around. Wouldn't it be amazing if I could find some more Victorian tiles? Obviously I'm looking for Sanderson's fabric, as I always am. Doorknobs would be good. We need doorknobs. I might get some plants. So I've got quite a list brewing in my head. As you know, I'm into jewellery at the moment, so any more vintage jewellery would be good. So let's go and see. Here we are, and I've already lost Rowan. She's shot ahead. I wonder if I can catch up with her. This is my favourite house clearance stall, which is here every week. You just have to have a really good rummage. This is actually a pile of somebody's letters from HMRC. That'd be an interesting read. This is another one of my favourite dealers. I normally manage to find something on this stall. But not today, I don't think. That's a shame. My goodness, it is so busy today. I'm actually struggling to move. So many people, especially when you get down into these narrow aisles. It's actually difficult to get stuck in and have a good look. Here's the everything is 50p boxes. Really is a load of old tap, but as I always say, you just never know what you're going to find. Nothing today for me though. There are lots and lots of clothes today. It's not something I tend to look at or I'm terribly good at buying, but if you want clothes, there's certainly a lot here. I love this tin. It's really battered and old. Beautiful. Wow, look at this. This is £20 and it's the sofa that matches the chair I already have. That's tempting. More clothes, lots of toys too. I have been here for so long that look how empty it is now. I hadn't noticed. Suddenly everyone disappears and people are starting to pack up, but it is always nice to have a look around when it gets like this. You can actually see things. I'm going to see if I can find Rowan and then have one last quick scoot around. There she is. was another car boot where we didn't do particularly well. Why aren't we doing well? It's really hot now, so we're going to go for a drink. But what has been lovely over the last couple of days is people keep saying, oh hello, I recognise you from YouTube, and I stop and have a lovely chat. So please do say hello if you see me. It's really nice to meet you. Well, my thrifting over the last couple of days hasn't been amazing, but I don't normally pick things up for my eldest daughter, Emmy. She's got a specific style, but I have been lucky enough to find a couple of things and she loves them. So let's show you. You're looking super stylish in that leather coat, Emmy.
Thank you.
Let's have a look.
Oh, I'll move the vase.
So this is a leather coat that I picked up in the junk shop, actually, near to Grandma and Grandad's, and you love it, don't you? Give us a swing, a twirl. Fits perfectly. Am I allowed to say how much it cost?
Go for it.
It cost £5. We think it's 1960s. Let's have a look at the label inside. Emmy's just dressed for work. She's heading off for work, so not looking your normal super stylish self. There we go. Fits like a glove. So you're very happy with that one, weren't you?
Yes.
And what else have I bought you recently?
This is the most recent vase. I
you-
really quite like the strange little home interior bit. So this is my most recent vase, and it has like heads and faces all on it.
So you recently have been saying that you'd like some flowers in your room, and I've been popping flowers in your room, and the vases that I've got, although you don't mind them, you did say that you like things like cowboy boot vases, or just a bit more unusual things, a bit more contemporary.
Yeah.
So I've been having great fun picking things up because you can never have too many vases. So that was one that I picked up for you yesterday,
Yes.
which you like. What about the other one?
Then the second one already has flowers in, but I think this is by far my favourite one. Is
A little nudie one.
Yeah, little body.
There's a cheeky little bottom.
But no, this is by far my favourite vase so far, and it has some lovely sunflowers in.
So although you don't normally like me buying things for you because you have your own style, I did quite well, didn't I?
Yeah, you really, I can't think of the phrase
Excelled
now.
myself.
No, that wasn't what I was going to say, but that also works. Struck out. You really struck out.
I know what you like.
With this one. This is definitely my favourite so far.
Brilliant. Thank you for showing us.
Okay.
I better take you to work.
Yes.
Let's go.